Hi, it's MorningStar. Join me. Alexa, replay that.
Sorry, there is nothing to repeat.
There we go. Atu shikotea na ate ano hashia no keata. Subote shikotea na ma ashishishatea na ete ano oshikata. Hi, MorningStar here. Wow, it's been a while. It's okay. It's been a while. Breathe, breathe. No te I work with grandmother in the tribal council. Oto ish, thank you, Archangel Michael. Oto shikotea Raphael ata asho hato oto shika ana ata a. Ishikotea na ashishisha. Oto ishishisha. We have Serafina, I'm hearing. Oto shikotea na Gideon. Oto. Three higher beings. Oto shikateata. Oh, I'm seeing a triangle of lilac color energy coming in. Oto shikateata ana with the royal blue triangle coming in on this side and this side. And then there's white diamond triangle coming up from the bottom. Oto shikateana ata. And in between, gold, like orange, like the finest gold. Oto ishishishe. And grandmother says, let's begin. Oto shikoteana ashiatea. Archangels, love and light, who's willing to cleanse us of our arg fields. Ata. Tapping into God's source energy in the great I am. Diving deep into Middle Mother Gaia Earth and resting there for a moment. Ato shikoteata. And back into the great I am. This music's awesome. I don't own the rights to it. Ate shikoteanai. I'm just going to sit just a little bit more. Got some things to share today. Golden stars coming in, circling around. Rainbow energy. Okay, so grandmother wants me to begin. So this morning I was sitting outside. Oh, God, it's when it's not that humid and it's got that beautiful gentle breeze, and I'm sitting out with a morning fire and a coffee and watching the birds and seeing all the beautiful flowers. Breathe. It is heaven on earth. It is heaven on earth. So I asked forgiveness for the pool hair. I was pulling some weeds. I've got some things to share. Like I said, I'm winging this with grandmother. She said go live, and I had to sit with it for a bit, and then she said we will keep you on track. So that's what's happening. So change. That wonderful word, change. Change is always happening in our lives, always happening, whether we want it to or not. At times we feel stuck and it just can't come fast enough, right? And at other times it's like we don't want the change. That what is that? What am I holding on to that doesn't want to change? What does that look like? Well, if you sit with it for a little bit, then energy influxes of maybe insecurity comes in. Maybe you've been married to somebody for a long time and it's time to say bye. Maybe you've been in a situation that is time to say bye, or you're in a situation where something changes and it's okay, but I just want to say, and I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know, but change is constant. Constant. Now I am to tell you. So this morning, I was, or actually, it was yesterday morning. Doesn't matter. No, this morning I scanned and I saw the energy around me here, and then I'm like, okay, next level up. And then I saw my team, my guides. There's like boards and computers and all of this stuff, like the planning, the mapping room, right? And then I was like, higher. And then I was alone. And it was almost like a tower or a lighthouse, but it was more like a tower. And then I got to this point, and it was just me alone, and I could see out, And then something inside me said, and higher. And then when I went up to that level, it was just a pole star, blue diamond energy. Just sit with that for a minute. There's energy codes in that blue diamond pole star energy. Breathe. So let's go back down. So if you're having a difficult time, Alexa, play calm meditation music.
Here's a playlist you might like. Classical for Meditation on Amazon Music.
So if you're having a hard time meditating or quieting yourself down, there's so many voices. I was out the other morning, and another thing I was hearing, it was like voices coming in everywhere. And I don't know which great author said this, but it was like words. One needs to sit alone for 2 weeks to just transcribe or understand words, just to sit for 2 weeks in absolute quiet. Because in this day and age, right, we've got so much coming at us, help, that we can control a lot of it. We can turn off, we can get off our phones, we can get off the internet, we can turn the TV off, we can go outside in nature. We do have control of how much we are allowing to come into our life and to affect us on an individual basis. Might be a little bit more difficult if you're in a family dynamic, but you can take that 5 minutes and just say, I don't want to be interrupted for 5 minutes. Leave me alone. I'm going to either go outside or I'm going to go into my room and close the door. We have rights. We can say that. We can stand in our truth, and we can stand and say, I need this time. Especially people with young children, or, anyway, I digress. Okay, so another day, I'm going to take a sip of coffee, let the energy build again. So a long time ago, I would go to this place, and I tapped into the name of it again today because I didn't really care about names, but it was like, it's Alpha Centauri, and it's like the closest star system. Well, on that place, it's like a beautiful university campus, Alexa Next. And it's got beautiful concrete walkways and trees and manicured lawns. And over here, there's like this building that's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 stories high. And when I go to that campus, it's like a being will meet me. He's got like this beautiful blue necklace on. He's in a robe, and he like greets me when I come. And I have gone to that place many, many, many times over the years. And when I was calling in things, calling in especially a mate, especially a partner, I would sit on that bench and I would tell Spirit, I know they're in that building. And you probably have heard me tell this story before, but I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm supposed to share this. They're in that building over there. Come on, man. What's the holdup? Get them out of that building and get them out here to me, right? And so, whether you listen to Dolores or Abraham, there is always a multitude of beings that are down here that you're in agreement with. We do have free choice, but there is agreements. So at any given time, things can shift, things can change. One comes on, one comes out. That's the change, right? There seems to be a dynamic of every day, weekly, every minute, what things are coming in and things are going out. Things are coming in and things are going out. Now, on the high end spectrum of that, that's like manifestation, blessing, awesomeness. On the low end spectrum of that, that is this is mine, right? And I had to ask before I went live, Spiegel, whatever, from the Lord of the Rings, who a little goblin thing. I was like, and he was like, mine, and it's like, careful, because anything that you hold on too tightly to, even things they promised, things that that are coming down the pike, blessings, if you hold on too tightly, it kind of keeps them at bay. And if you hold on too tightly, the manifestation will just take place, that something will erupt, like a volcano, or something will erupt that'll explode your hands off of whatever you are holding on to too tightly. Okay, that's a norm. That's normal. That's normal. So let's shift gears. So when we call in manifestations and we say, man, they've shown me this, and I'm going to do this, I want to do that, right? Right. So I have been really investing lately in myself, going on trips, getting massages, really just, it was like, I haven't felt the need or desire to go live, and that's okay. It takes that honeycomb of everyone and everything, and it's a honeycomb, right? Different ones rise up, and it's this beautiful orchestra, this beautiful dance, this beautiful melodic dance, right? Some are empowered and they're rising higher and higher, and others are just taking a time out, and others are getting ready, right? They're still getting ready to whatever, and it's just this beautiful dynamic, this beautiful orchestra of music, and the grand play, the grand scheme, the grand design. So I'm going to take another sip of coffee, might light a cigarette. Alexa, pardon me, play Peter Cater.
Shuffling songs by Peter Cater on Amazon Music.
It was like this arrow came in on the ground, and it was just like following it to here and here and here, and then right here again. Okay. Okay, so a heads up. If you know this, it's okay. Whatever. Go with it. Turn it off. Listen to it. Share out if you want. Please do. But anyway, so in manifestation, whenever they have called my feet to the line, whenever they have said, You want to go here? Or you want to go there? And it's like, yeah. And then I'll have visions of myself standing at the door with all of my luggage ready to go out, right? Or I'll see myself on an airplane, or an airplane flies over and it's like, and something inside me is like, ooh, trips, something's there, it's happening. It's already there. It's coming towards me. It's coming to me, right? But this is what they do with me, and they might do this with you too. Even this stuff, the cool stuff that they call you to. So grandmother says I can digress a minute. So I've also been focused really on health and healing. And even though you see me light a cigarette, this is the last thing. It's like alcohol. Totally changed to like a paleo diet, whatever. I guess that's what my masseuse says, that you're a paleo diet. It's just like, okay, well, I'm making changes now for the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years right now. This is still a de-stressor. This is still a thing for me that at times when I can't breathe, or right. So I know, and I know it's going to leave one of these days, and that's okay. And it's okay right now too. And I don't even know why I had to say that. So there's been a lot of focus on change, and what does that look like in diet and exercise, and like they're like, get off the leaves, because I have like different back problems and different stuff. And so it's kind of like, they're like, it's like clearing the decks for the next stage, right? The next stage. Now grandmother says I can talk about it. So in manifestation, the things even that they say you're going to do this, right? Or they'll say, call the airline or get on Expedia and book that trip. Now, there's like, with me, it's kind of like, yeah, okay. And then sometimes the process is a quick thing and I'll do it. And then I'll think, shit, what did I just do? What am I doing? What? How's that going to look? How's that going to work out? Then I might get the breadcrumb pieces, right? I'll see myself already there doing something. I'll see myself interacting, or, whatever. I'll see myself in the future, which is really like we watched a synchronic movie last night. And it was really cool because there was one part that, if you don't watch anything else, this one part, a gentleman held up like a 45 album. And on this album are all of these different lifetimes. It's all there. It's all there. It's all there. It's all there. But where the needle touches down is where you end up. I thought, man, that no matter what else happens in that, just to hear that, right? It was like, okay, yeah. So in manifesting your life and manifesting the dreams and the possibilities of what could happen, sometimes it's a leap of faith and you're like, call the airline, do this or do that. And then it'll be like, or it could be like, do that. But then they'll say, go ahead and pay this bill. And you're like, fuck, what? Book an airline ticket that's going to cost, and then go ahead and pay and then it's just kind of like, oh God, they always make you step off a freaking cliff of trust and faith that the divine, that the supreme beings, your higher self, all of your guides have got you when you step off in faith. But the heck and the stuff that you go through, because they don't want you holding on so tightly that you don't budge, or it pulls you back into the past, right? But so if it's in your heart for expansion and to ask for new things to come in, maybe it's a new place to live, a new partner, a new this, new that. It could be a car. It could be an experience. I don't know, a bird, a butterfly, whatever that experience is. That energy of your higher self goes out. It's like, yes, dream boards. Yes, right? And then You see it like the grand buffet of life, the grand buffet of worlds unknown that you can go to and ask, right? Ask, right? Oh God, there's so much stuff I want to say right now and I can't get it all out. But then it's like, so back to the trip. So they're like, okay, go ahead and book the trip, but go ahead and pay this or do this and this. And you're like, there's something in me. It's like, whoa, now like my heels will dig in, right? And it's just like, wait a minute. I'm okay with, okay, I've followed you all long enough to know about the trust and the expansion. But now they're like, okay, they're okay. It's like, okay. But it seems like they always take you to that point, that line. And they're like, okay. And you're like, okay, I'll do this. But then they'll go, okay, do this. And you're like, oh, I'm okay with that, but I'm not okay with that. That's what needs to be healed. Trust issues, insecurities, all of the traumas, the lack, the inability, the not thinking highly of yourself. Maybe in your family line the father was dominant and the women were doormats, or the mother was dominant, and you know what I mean. I'm talking about the whole family dynamic stuff. But whatever this is what is needing to be healed. This is like, yeah, it's like fireworks and explosions and the most beautiful array of 5D, just whatever. It's incredible. It's beautiful. But this is the stuff that still needs to, right? This is the stuff that needs to be healed. That's the process. They'll say, for me, do this. And so I take a step. And as I'm focused here, then it's like something out of my peripheral. And it's almost like sometimes I get caught up in the fear of, oh crap, they're leading me in this direction. But oh my God, am I drawing it to myself? I don't know. Am I? Am I drawing the things that still need to be healed? Am I drawing it in? And it needs to be looked at, exposed, and healed, and then let go? Possibility. Or do I need to keep so single-eyed focus on that and just trust them with this? Trust them with all of this bullshit. Trust them with that. It's going to scare you. It's going to make you step out of yourself again and again and again and again, and different versions of yourself from even the morning 5 minutes ago, Okay, so now I can talk about it. So I've got this really incredible trip coming up, and I'm going to try to bless one of my children with this absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I'm talking about Cartagena and Costa Rica and Panama. I mean, I'm talking like over the top kind of thing, right? So in birthing that, it's like making the deposit on the cruise ship, and then letting it gel, and even going through that process of even that day of like, they're saying, it's time, go ahead and do this. It's like, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm up for that. Okay, yeah, okay. And then now it's the malleableness of it. It's the creation of it. It's the co-creating of them working with me and bringing in all of that beautiful, wonderful energy of also support, foundation support, that they have me. They're not going to let me F up. And if I do F up, it's okay because they're big enough to fix anything that I ever do wrong. And anything that anybody ever does wrong, screws up, makes a mistake, grace happens. Grace happens. Now, Abraham will tell you that you have to wait all day to get up again and change and get on a high-flying disc. Bullshit. That's why we meditate. That's why you can take it right there. And if you are on top of things and you've been doing this long enough, you don't have to wait till tomorrow. No. No. You give yourself 15 minutes. You give yourself 30 minutes. And you just quiet everything down. Notice the bird. Notice the butterfly. Breathe. The breeze. Allow yourself to reset. Hit the reset button. You don't have to wait till the next morning. You can do it. You can take control. You can establish. You are established in your authority. You are established in your higher self. Tap into higher self energy. Call upon your guidance. Call upon the guides. Call upon Source, the archangels. Help. Write the F in. Help. I was spinning out the other day and I saw that higher. It's like I'm here, spun out on the ground. I'm like, oh God, I spun out. I'm kind of going through some stuff. I spun out. So I saw this higher, what's it called? Higher ledge or look over the next level. Anyway, where the team is, the big guys. And I was spun out and I was just like, I'm spun out. And so I overheard the conversation. They're like, she needs help. And the other one said, yep, she needs help. And then I was like, and it touched my heart because that's how on top of things they are for you. When they know when you need help, they know when you need their intervention. They know when you just need it, man. You need it. It was really important to me in the last 6 months that as I expand into these new horizons of these new things, to have that foundation. I said, I'm willing. I am so willing to go wherever you want to take me, but you have got to shore up this foundation. You just got to do it because I know my lacks. I know me. Shore it up. And that's what they've been doing. Shoring up a foundation to fly. Buildings that are built, got to have foundation, whether they're in a hurricane, there's got to be the foundation a lot. And grandmother just showed me roots deep, trees that are so tall, they can withstand such high winds because they've got a deep integrated root system that holds them, right? Trees that can grow tall, but they have like a little root system, they're going to blow over. It doesn't matter how tall they get. If they don't have a root system, right? They're going to go over. That's all there is to it. So us as a word picture of a tree, the word picture of a foundation. They love us so much. Yeah, oh my God, if you could just get a hold of that golden, pure white energy of how much they love us. Wow, they do. They really, really do. And like an apple in the palm of the hand, I use word pictures, or like a mother hen looking over her baby chicks. They're right there. You're right there. And they got you. No matter what. Trust the process. Trust it. There's a lot of things you can do after you would come to a certain amount of mastery in your gifting that you can pivot. You can do all of the different things, right? But for me, at times, I still go down to flat bottom and I need help. And that's okay because I have been there so many times over my life. But they didn't leave me there. And they're not going to leave you there either. They're not. So take a couple of deep breaths. Some blue diamond energy is coming in. A lot of blue diamonds are coming in. Rainbow. Golden. archway behind. Midnight Star Magic. Merlin's here. Ashote, and Kuan Yin with her peace and elegance and grace. Breathe. Atoshiko. Toshikoto. Eta inushikata. Uwai chichiana sichikorata ikaka apo no toiti chapa. Otoshikate, I'm seeing explosions going off. Ati chichikate apata. Oshishishote ama ata ata. They're showing me the planets. I have to put this down now. It's still lit and it's still working effectually on our behalf. Otoshikote atata. Of like a night sky, a plane in the night sky, or the astronauts, and they see planet Earth at night, and they see all of the grids lit up. So I was just showing the explosions that were taking place as light is going into the dark areas. Light, breathe, is going into the dark areas. Light is going into the dark areas. A fountain of light, a fountain of living water. No matter where you're at, fountain, 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 as high or as low. Breathe. There we go. Wow. That's really beautiful. Green energy, emerald green energy coming in. Sing a white dove. Be blessed this day. Be whole this day. They love you, and I love you. This is MorningStar. Peace out.